Hey there, growers and friends. It's your friendly neighborhood gardener, Gray here. And I felt like it was time for a greenhouse update. Now, my compost tomatoes are doing just great. And if you're not familiar with the compost tomatoes, these are tomatoes that literally grew up out of my compost. I transplant them, put them into some nursery pots, and then boom. The only challenge I really experienced inside the Haven greenhouse was when I went out of town. Seems as though a possum actually had snuck underneath the door of the greenhouse. And I could tell from the claw marks in the ground and the little holes that he had put underneath in the soil. But I mean, the little guy just kind of knocked the pots around. And I know what some of you are thinking, like, wait, so a possum came at night? Don't you have a dog? Yes, I do. But guess what? Stormy sleeps inside at night. I know she's supposed to be the role of a guard dog, but I mean, she's a member of the family. I'm not leaving her out here in the, cold when it's freezing outside. But to remedy this problem, all I ended up doing is actually just putting a small branch in front of my doorway. Boom, problem solved. Now, here's a question I get a lot about the Haven greenhouse. Great, how do you keep your greenhouse warm at night? Well, I'm going to let you know a little bit of a secret. I actually end up using a small space heater. I mean, because it's 100 square foot of space inside the greenhouse. And yeah, it's great during the day, but what do you do to try to keep it warm at night? That small space heater is more than enough to keep the frost off of the plant. I mean, this morning it was a nice, crisp 32 degrees, but inside this greenhouse, we were sitting at about a good 60, 62 or so. So it's nice and warm inside here. Plus, another thing that I do with the greenhouse is I practice plant density. And all that means is I have too many plants. No, what I do is I try to put all the plant pots together because by having them in close space and close proximity, they kind of act as a thermal barrier, kind of keeping each other warm together, stronger in numbers, I guess. Oh, but one more thing before I let you go. Guess what? My Pakistani mulberries are starting to fruit. I know it's super early, but the temperature is so inviting in here. I guess the Pakistani mulberries said, hey, let's go ahead and do this thing. Remember, these Pakistani mulberries are only about a year old and they were propagated from cuttings. So I'm interested to see, what these Pakistani mulberries are going to taste like. But hey, it's been amazing speaking with you as always. I'll talk to you again real soon.